Beautiful people, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Maxwell Lumumba Africa. Today's video, I'm going to talk about Davy Jr. and Cleo Bony, Confrontation, and I'll be talking about repentancy or rejection, the truth about switching sides on YouTube.
Something incredible, amazing things that we can't believe. Amazing. These things are happening. You know, we don't allow haters in our home. No haters at all.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us show love to this YouTube channel. For those who are coming across this YouTube channel for the first time, I do reaction videos, especially videos that have been posted in public domain. So for those who have not subscribed, make sure that you subscribe, like, comment, and share this video to other individuals. Remember to turn on the notification bell so that any day, anytime I post any video, you people get updated and watch my video to the end. Today, I want to speak calmly, no shouting, no insults, just facts, logics, and with the receipts, because most of my videos I attach receipts. So because when narratives are twisted, when lies are told about you publicly, you have a right to respond, and I will respond intelligently. That is one thing that I usually tell people. Let me start by telling us about the Davy Jr. and Cleo Bony situation. Let us start with what happened recently. A reactor who used to speak very negatively about Marwa, Davy Jr. and Marwa's family suddenly appears at their villa claiming he has seen light. He says he was possessed. He says he has changed, and he says he's now positive.
Cleansing came, the aura, the good aura, the positive aura came yesterday.
What were you doing when you were a sinner?
When I was a sinner, okay, first of all, my background is that Imara was my friend first. Before I became a sinner. That happens all the time. You're walking on the right path, then suddenly something, just the evil spirits, demons comes to you, then now you start reacting to videos. And when I started reacting, I did it a few months, and after that I had to stop. And when I stopped, and then I said, I'm not gonna do this. I have not been posting or reacting anything for over 2 years because of my sins. I was feeling guilty. I was feeling so much guilty in my sin.
And what happened? He was embarrassed. He was chased away by Davy Jr.
Something incredible, amazing
things that we can't believe.
Amazing.
These things are happening. You know,
we don't allow haters in our home.
No haters at all.
And Congress dad himself threatened even to beat him, told him to leave.
He has been bullying us for quite some time. He should go out.
You're wasting my time.
Okay.
Can you go?
Such evil people.
I don't want to see you around here. You're wasting my time. I can't even repeat to you. Can you go?
He should.
Stop nonsense.
Mjinga sana.
You're too stupid and you sound useless.
Hata ana aibu hata kidogo.
Go first, I want to talk my door. Hey.
Such a useless person.
You manipulates are not people well acquainted now.
Now pause there. This is not about mocking anyone. This is about understanding how those cycles work. I've come a lot of times and say this about YouTube. On YouTube streets, reactions are chain. You can react to someone reacts to you, the audience move, the algorithm cycles. Today you criticize, tomorrow you defend, but the internet never forgets. So when you speak badly about people for months or years, then suddenly switch sides, do you expect instant acceptance? Even for me, Maxwell Lumumba, when I come on camera then, because People now call me that negative reactor. There is a guy who came on camera and called me negative reactor. Let me ask a very simple question. In YouTube streets, if you are a reactor, you are a reactor because we belong to the same, we do the same food chain, yeah? You depend on me in doing your reaction. I depend on somebody to do that reaction. And survival is for the fittest. And that is what happens in the YouTube street. So when you come boldly on camera then say that Maxwell is a negative reactor, and I'm coming to that story. Leaving that aside, even for me, Maxwell Lumumba, if I choose that today I'm going to talk positively about Maxwell, about Marwa himself, because I've been talking about what Marwa does, and what I usually tell people that I do my own analysis of what has been posted in public domain. So when I come back and say that, let me now support all these evils, all these things that are happening in the village, so that I can blindfold myself. Then I start saying that Marwa is good, Marwa is good, Marwa is good. You get that Marwa subscribers are cat-like. They are tuned. So when I start supporting Marwa, they'll come to my channel running like Safari Rally. And that is what this Getanyi Senior did.
Signs of the soil.
Here.
So if you are watching these guys and you know you are fake king, what he is doing, kindly go and advise him to not to how do you call funika, to uphold Gake's dream.
Yeah.
You know, that's now putting that boy in a situation that he should not be in. Like, you should leave him to look for his things, you know. Yeah. Or you take him in school, or go and check on his home. Have you ever even asked, or do you know Gake's mom? So guys, kindly, when you go to his video, just say resurrect and tell him take Marwa to the, and tell them Getanyi sent you there.
So when Cleo was baited by Davy Jr. to go at their home, where he was just, it was like a comedy, yeah, taking him around, but with an ambition, where Davy Jr. came on camera, say that today I'm going to discipline this individual. And I like that move that Davy Jr. did, because there is nothing like fighting physically, nothing like that. It is a tactical, repulsive thing that Davy Jr. did, of which, even when I see some people rebuking about that, but to some extent, let it be, because I don't want to take sides of what really happened between Davy Jr. and Cleo Bony. And this thing, we can see it. Marwa came and did a post to protect this individual. This tells us that there is a possibility that this man actually paid to the entry to the villa. And look about things that are happening in the villa. Even Anastasia herself is not safe. Look at the video that this guy posted. There is a video that this guy posted that Anastasia came and knocked the door. Remember, this guy spends in Aaron Dante room. Yeah. So when Anastasia came and knocked in that room, he even went ahead and asked that who is this? Then Anastasia said that this is Anastasia. So Marwa right now is not around. He's in Nairobi. How can you leave Anastasia with your visitors? And you know, this guy to me does not seem like somebody who is normal. He looks like he has mental ill problems, because look at the way he's talking. He's just talking endlessly. Yeah, he's just yeah. You know, he's talking without pause. He's just doing things. I don't know if you observe about these Cleo Bony very well. This guy is not normal. So how safe is Anastasia? Because you're not around the villa. The house is big. You left Anastasia with this individual there. What that tells us? That raises serious question. Now, let me go and link these about Cleo Bony with Getanyi Senior.
The one who you give it that other place. So, Roll, introduce yourself.
What's up, guys? I'm Getanyi Senior 254.
I'm very glad to be hosted at his Ernest YouTube channel. Now, as he has signs of the soil.
Here.
So if you are watching these guys and you know you are fake king, what he is doing, kindly go and advise him to not to how do you call funika? To uphold Gake's dream.
Yeah.
You know, that's now putting that boy in a situation that he should not be in. Like, you should leave him to look for his things, you know? Or he take him in school, or go and check on his home. Have you ever even asked, or do you know Gake's mom? So guys, kindly, when you go to his video, just say resurrect and tell him take Marwa to the, and tell them Gentani sent you there.
And now, this is where it becomes interesting, because we have seen another situation. A person who spoke negatively about Marwa, about Marwa's family, about Davy Jr., about the mother, about everyone. Then suddenly, overnight, sees the light. Now defending them, now attacking critics, now acting like a loyal soldier. Pause. But here is the question. If someone else who repented was embarrassed publicly, what makes you think that you will be accepted, even though you come from the same village? Let me just give you this direct address to Getani, firm, and I'm going to control myself. Getani Senior, let me speak directly to you. You mentioned my name in your video. You said I worked for Marwa. You said I was fired. You called me one of the biggest hater. You went ahead and called me a negative reactor.
The previous message that I was just reading, guys, that guy is called Maxwell Lumumba. And you guys, you all know that Lumumba is one of the biggest haters of Marwa's family. He was once a vet to Marwa. I'm even glad that God opened Marwa's eyes very early, because this guy was the one who was taking care of the horses, cows, and everything around. He was a vet. So meaning, if Marwa couldn't even open his eyes early, maybe this guy was going to be used, because he was very close to Lucas the Traveler. Not even very close. They are very close. And you remember, Lucas the Traveler, he was among the first people who ran away, who fired himself from Marwa's home. And now, Maxwell Lumumba was also working there. So meaning, those people, it's God who is really taking care of our traveling commando. This guy is trying to say that the other day, that is yesterday, I think it's 1 day ago, that he was almost losing his life.
Let me correct that immediately. I have never worked for Marwa. Marwa has never paid me for working for him, and he has never paid me unrespectful. He can't afford me. And that's the reality. Marwa himself will never afford me. Even, I've never talked about working for Marwa, yeah? And let me say this. I went to Marwa's place for business with Lucas the Traveler. Lucas the Traveler is my friend. I don't create enmity. So you'll never dictate me what I go to do and what I went to do. I never went there for shoutouts, because when I went to Marwa's place, I was already monetized. I monetized my YouTube channel when I was working in Eldoret. There is where I got monetized. So when I came back to the village, my channel was doing very well. It's only that I wanted to change my channel from animal YouTube channel to lifestyle, and there is where I met the likes of Gintu. I met the likes of other people. So us, to make sure that I change, because you know, traveling and doing animal videos, you have to spend, you have to go farm to farm, you have to, you know what happens. But look at now, I do reaction. I do my own analysis from comfort zone, no stress, nothing. What do I require? Just a seat, putting my buttocks on that seat, and life has to proceed. So let me say this to these idiots. Okay, let me talk to these Getani Senior. Getani Senior, let me say this. You also linked my community post about robbery incident to Marwa.
Post and what these people are linking with. You know, this guy called Maxwell Lumumba is a negative reactor. He has posted a post trying to say that he was almost losing his life. And the gunshots were shot very close, few meters from where he was. And because he mentioned Jacinta on that post, this guy now is trying to clarify, not even clarify. He is now trying to link Marwa's name to this problem. I don't know what is really going on in that.
There is nowhere in that post where I mentioned his name. There is nowhere I mentioned money amounts. I was like 150,000. In what economy can somebody carry 150,000 within one day? That is not even possible. So mentioning even the amount of money, I don't know where you got those amount of money. I don't know from the sky or where you got that. There is nowhere I mentioned those amount of money. So there is nowhere I accused him of anything. So where did you get 150,000 Kenyan shillings from? Who told you I've ever worked with Marwa? Marwa usually do his video. Is there anywhere you saw me as his staffs? Yeah? The first time I went to Marwa's place, I remember I went there with Luca the Traveler for business purpose. The second time I went to Marwa's place, it was about delivering something. It was a fish meal and some chicken feeds. That is what I went to deliver. The third time I went there under the authorization of county government of Migori to do vaccination to the animal. Even there is a possibility I'll still go there to do a vaccination of animals under the national government. Now not us, the county government of Migori, but as the national government of Kenya. That is what will take me back maybe to that villa or anywhere place. I don't create grudges, and I'm protected by Kenyan law, by Kenyan security when I'm doing everything that pertains what I do. Let me say this. When you're starting adding details that you actually never stated, that is not reaction. That is fabrication.
I don't know whether you understand. Like, Maxwell Lumumba, he was at the M-Pesa, depositing some money, 150,000. That is what he's trying to say. And then there was a gunshot, few meters from where he was. And then at the end of...
Because what you did, what you said about me, basically, that is fabrication. Pause. That is very dangerous. Let me say this. Let us talk about consistency. If you have clips of someone speaking badly about a family for months, then suddenly defending them, the audience must start asking, was the criticism fake or it is the loyalty fake? I myself, you are one of the individual who was talking about the land issues, about the land scamming. Now, you even talked about, you were trying to defend Mike Kizo. And let me tell Fala Fashion where you are. These people are playing games to you.
And I would just want to let you guys know what has been going on today. We tried to talk about the road issue, but I thought we were done with the problems. And I just realized that today we are in the biggest mess ever. Yeah, we are in the biggest mess ever because the amount of the price that these people are asking for the road in this other side is way more than whatever we paid even for the other side. And this road is smaller than the other side. Yeah, and whatever they are really asking for, the price that they're asking for is a lot. Too much money. Yeah, too much money. So I don't really know what to do, because that kind of money for it doesn't make sense. And if I look from this side, there is no way I can try to make my road. Yeah, even from the other side there is no way I'll make my road. So I don't really know what to do. Yeah, because the money that they want is more than $1,000. Yeah, more than 100,000 for that small section of road. Yeah, and that one now is being inhuman, something like extortion. Yeah, for a small section of road like that. And for real today I just feel like I'm really I feel like I'm disappointed for real, and I'm also tired. Yeah.
Which road will you buy with more than 1,000 USD? In Kenya, even some villages, we have lands that are worth that amount of money. In which village these people are trying to scam you because they know very well you have money. Open your eyes, my brother, because everything, you know, if there is a mistake somewhere, why do these people don't go to land authorities? Why do these people just come on camera and that is the end of the game? Because they're mentally, remember, Mike Kizo is one of the students of Mura as the master. These are students of Mura. Every script that is being performed is just rotating round, yeah? Ask yourself, why is Marwa not coming on camera, then declare that this is what is happening? Marwa is, congrats dad, is you are left alone. Ask yourself, you have no property there. Come on camera, show us the title, reading your name, that this is Mike Kizo's piece of land. Then I'll say, well, you deserve to pay all that money about the road. You deserve to do this, because about roads, there is nothing like inciting people. If you came there as a visitor, you have to contribute to the road. Even when you go and call surveyors, you can't. That is not public. That is not government road. That is just a footpath that was meant there by the villagers just to make sure that accessing piece of land is done in a very humble manner. That is what is happening. So when people are now telling you that engage the authority, what will authorities help you? If this is my piece of land, I tell you that there is no road here, what will you do to my farm? Nothing at all. So sometimes let us think logically, let us help one another. So the reason why I'm telling Fala Fashion that don't be Fala. Yeah, in Swahili, when somebody calls you Fala, that tells you that it is like an abusive language. Yeah, when somebody calls you Fala, so don't remain silent, because they're now coming on camera saying that $1,000, I don't know for what. For what? Fala Fashion, I told you that you bought these lands illegally. What only thing that you did, you transacted money to purchase a land. But when we go back and look at those titles, there is no title written in your name. They are written in some other people's name. The government is not even aware. So when I call these a biggest scam, that's the reality. So you have to dig deep into your pocket to buy the roads. The first road you bought, it is over. And I came on camera and say that you'll buy the first road, another person will be coming. Even after these, another one will be coming. So the cycle proceeds. And when you complete, the first one now will come and say that you bought this road temporarily. We agree that you have to pass your material for around 2 months. Now it is now the 3rd month. I'm going to cross it again. And that is what will be happening. So, Fala Fashion, where you are, open your eyes. Let me say this to the audience, and I have to ask, what was the criticism? Was it fake, or is it loyalty fake? Let me talk about cult analysis without insulting viewers, because I know most of them come here and watch me. And one thing that I do, when you come to my channel and speak what you want to speak, I put you in your place. Look at about this lady was called, this woman was called Janet Harisha. I had to put you in your place because I don't like somebody who goes ahead and think otherwise, and you think that you will dictate me the way you want. There is something powerful about online loyalty dynamics. When you criticize someone, their supporters attack you. When you defend them, the same supporters praise you. It is psychological. It is tribal behavior. It is not unique to one Charlie. But let us not pretend. It is never forgiving. It is conveniences. Let me talk about these. Gani Senior himself, instead of saying scam directly, says, I have also seen public moments when fundraising and super chats appeal were made. Because Gani Senior himself, a subscriber is talking about, can these people engage authorities? Then Gani Senior comes there and ask for super slap. Yeah? And I'm not going to accuse anyone wrongdoing without verifying evidence. Because I have to put my receipt. This is what Gani Senior said. I have that. And look at there. You will read for yourself that. May come on camera then say that I've watched you. Then I say these people, the extent of this math about land is heading to let us engage the authorities. The only thing you, because I've super slapped you before, the only thing you come there and ask is, I'm really down, I don't know what. Look at the history about this Gani Senior. How many times he has called subscribers when he was in school, telling them that he's sleeping hungry, send me money for flour. They did. How many times even he went ahead and scammed Azan Foundation. He did that. Who talked about it? Nobody. I will not accuse anyone of wrongdoing. That is what I don't do until verified evidence. But if you are going to attack me, your own history must also be opened to review. Don't think that I'm seated, I don't know everything that anybody is doing. I'm aware of everything that is happening in this village. I have evidence, I have receipts of every individual. So, when you come on camera, yapping, mouth-watering, I have it. So, but if you are going to attack me, I have to open your review. That is why I say it is safely. Let me say about receipts. This is why receipts matters a lot. Not emotions, not shouting, not name calling. Receipts. If you once said A and today you say Z, explain the journey. Don't erase the past. Gani Senior himself attended a live session of Rocio, the last live session of Rocio. I was there. I watched live session. I watched everything. Gani Senior went there and the first text he posted that, hi, my in-law, to, that was Rocio's. Nobody responded, even including the likes of Janet Harris were there. They never recognized him. Then, after around 15 minutes, he came back and said, hi everyone. Nobody texted back even to greet him. That tells you Marwa subscribers, they behave like cult member. They can behave like cults. So, what you did in your past, that is why we see Cleo Bony is being done today the way he was done. And I don't know how stupid some people are. You know very well. You did these and then you're coming back. Thank God that Davy Jr. or Lady J is more on the other side. Let me just use something like a polite language. Is more than other side. He cannot even kick a man. Yeah, that's the reality. So that is, thank God because of that. If it could be another person, you could just be chased there like a safari rally. David Jr. used his brain. He never confronted you physically. He just acted. Kindly shut it. And I don't know how people have that gut that you are being locked out. You still come back. I don't know how. Our African brothers, I don't know really what's wrong with us. Somebody has chased you. Instead of going, you are still coming back. How is that? How is that happening? Yeah? How is that really happening? Until when conduct say that, leave here or I beat you, leave my compound and go. That is where now these individuals left that premise. Let me say this, Getani, if you want peace with me, create peace. If you want credibility, be consistent. If you want respect, don't rewrite history. And don't lie about my life to defend someone else. You don't need to defend anyone to survive on YouTube. Build your own lane. That is what I can tell you. Yeah, I don't need acceptance from any kingdom. I don't need approval from any cycle. I don't need to beg subscribers. My work speaks, my receipts speaks, my consistency speaks, and I stand on facts. This is not hate, this is response. Stay tuned. Much loves. Goodbye. Mingle, mingle. I'm going to get my match in that mingle, mingle. I'll be going live next Sunday. It will be mingle, mingle Sunday. I want to get my match. Goodbye. Let us meet in the next video. Goodbye.